Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and welcome to part 6 of my massive Funko Pop unbagging videos. This is going to be the last video in this series in which I'm showing you every single inbox Funko Pop that I own. So, if you want to see any of the other parts 1 through 5, look down in the description of this video and you will see them and you'll be able to go back and check them out. So, here is the last bag and let's get started. Starting things off with a Hot Topic exclusive Vault Boy, and he is glow in the dark. He's completely green from radiation, no doubt, and he's pretty much identical to the original Vault Boy, except, you know, he's just green and glow in the dark. Really would have liked, once again, to have the thumbs up on this guy, but they didn't do it that way, so I guess the hands on the hips will have to do. Alright, so now we got a pretty special one. This is a 2-pack with the Joker and his henchman, glow in the dark. Now this was an exclusive from Gemini Collectibles, and it said that it was limited to 480 pieces, but I remember at the time a lot of these kept popping up over and over and over again, which made me question, are there really only 480? I don't know, but according to the Pop Price Guide, this is probably one of the most expensive pop sets that I currently have, so glad the box did not get destroyed. This is the last pop in the Toy Story collection that I have, so we got Rex right here, and then we also had Woody and Buzz and Ham in previous videos. So Rex is actually pretty heavy, you know, and I think that he worked out very well as a Funko Pop because in some ways he doesn't really look like a pop, he kind of looks like the actual Rex. So it worked out really well for him. Like I said, he's got good weight to him, and it's a good way to round out this Toy Story collection. Here is the Marvel Collector Core exclusive Unmasked Ant-Man. Now the cool thing about him is not only because he is my second unmasked Ant-Man, because the first one had his head removed somehow in shipping, but this also comes with the world's smallest pop with the little Ant-Man pop. You see him? He's right there. It was a nice little addition to this exclusive set. Other than that, you know, it's pretty basic. These unmasked variants of superheroes never really look all that great, but the good thing about this is that little Ant-Man was just a little something special to make this pop worthwhile. Alright, wrestling fans, we got here Andre the Giant. Now, I think that Andre the Giant should have been a 6-inch pop because he was massive and he's the Giant, right? But he's not, but he still is larger than most standard pops, so I guess he has that going for him. And yeah, just a classic WWE pop with someone who's legendary and the very first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame. Let's keep the wrestling going, and this is both Brie Bella and Nikki Bella, the Bella Twins 2-pack. This is a WWE exclusive, probably a live event exclusive. I'm not sure if you can buy it on their website, but I got this when I went to Monday Night Raw in Atlanta, maybe about 2 years ago? A year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But yeah, that's where I picked these two up, and they're exclusive, so I wanted them, and you know, Bella Twins, they're cool, I guess. The Celtic Warrior Sheamus, and this is old Sheamus, you know, back when he had spiky hair and the goatee, before the mohawk, before Cesaro, before the everything else. So this is just the original Sheamus. And you know, I like Sheamus. Some people give him some crap sometimes, but this dude has been around for a while and he's always been good to me. When we first saw this pop, we were all wondering what in the world is happening in that movie. Why is Batman dressed up in this weird attire, and why is it called Nightmare Batman? Well, by now we all know why it was called Nightmare Batman, and this pop is a pretty unique take on Batman. It is not an exclusive. You could have picked this up anywhere that they sold pops, and I think it's pretty cool. I like the little paint of brown that they put all over the place to make it look like he was pretty dusty. My cat approves, and so do I. There was nothing special about that Batman, and there's nothing special about this Wonder Woman. This is just the regular old Wonder Woman from Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, the most common one ever. The patina one is also one that I have, and then Walmart had an exclusive black and white variant. I wasn't interested in that at all. I was driving home one day from a work trip, decided to stop by Barnes & Noble because that was the day that these 2016 summer exclusives were coming out, and one of the few ones that they had that year that I wanted was this Violet Beauregard from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now this was something that was really cool to me because that is one of my favorite movies, and it was one of my favorite movies growing up. Not the Johnny Depp remake kind of, no, we're gonna ignore that. The original one, we got Gene Wilder and all the other cool people. that's the one that you want to see. Highly recommend it. Show all your kids. Mentioned in previous videos that there are too many Harley Quinns, but this one gets a pass because it's not Harley Quinn, it's Dr. Harleen Quinzel. So this is from Suicide Squad, the non-crazy Harley Quinn. It's a very unique take on her. We don't really get to see her out of supervillain attire, so that's why I think this one deserves a pass and a spot in the collection. This is a bit random from Zootopia. Flash, he really sold the trailer. Hanging out there at the DMV, moving extremely slow. He is a sloth, and just because of that scene and, you know, in the movie, that's why I wanted this pop. I thought that, you know, he was just the best. And Zootopia is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you do. I think it's on Netflix. You can check it out there. And that's one of those movies that even though it's animated and it seems like it's all just for kids, it can teach you something and open up your eyes to a lot of different things if you're an adult. It's pretty deep. This chromed out Colossus was a Hot Topic exclusive that corresponded with the Kamikaze event, or Kamikaze, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, but this was definitely one that a lot of people in Hot Topic wanted to get their hands on. He's not metallic, he's chrome, so when you look at the plastic, it's very metallic and it's reflective and you can see yourself in him, which is the perfect way to represent Colossus. So I think this is the first Deadpool I've shown in this little series. This is the Hot Topic exclusive Pirate Deadpool. He looks like all the other Deadpools except he has a pirate's hat on, and that's why he's exclusive and special, I guess. Wouldn't really be an unbagging without something from Star Wars, and this is the prototype Boba Fett, a Walgreens exclusive, and he is completely white for the most part, save for a few parts of black and some gray. He looks pretty cool. I forget the story behind the prototype Boba Fett, so unfortunately I can't share it with you, but it's Boba Fett, and he's all white, it's different, and it's cool. Dovahkiin, Dragonborn from the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. He is the main character that you play as in the game, and this is his regular old default look, but of course, you can tailor him up however you like to fit your playstyle. Triple H, the game, and he kind of still looks like this, except he's got a pretty thick beard now. So yeah, for all our wrestling fans out here, we got Triple H. It's got a pretty cool WWE sticker on it, but I don't think it was exclusive to anywhere. How do we go so long without any Dragon Ball? Well, I'm going to change all that. So here's Piccolo, the Dragon Ball Z Piccolo. Really cool. Love Piccolo. Piccolo's a great guy. You know, even in Dragon Ball Super, I love the fact that despite, you know, all the battles being dominated by Saiyans, Piccolo has always just been there, and he's always proven his worth in one way or another. I mean, he still trains Gohan. So we got Brian Griffin from Family Guy. In the last video I mentioned how this was a pretty disappointing line of Pops, the Family Guy line, because none of the characters look all that good, and there are only 4 to begin with. Yeah, 2 Stewies, a Brian, and a Peter, but you know, I got all of them because I thought, hey, why not? Maybe it'll turn out like The Simpsons and people will want it in the future. I don't know, but he's here now just in case that ever happens. I'm thinking this whole Deadpool thing was just one big rib that we all took part of. So here's another Deadpool. This one is a Walgreens exclusive, and he looks pretty much the same as every other Deadpool, except he's got a thumbs up and a rubber chicken. That's it. Ray Gun Stewie from Family Guy. It's got this sticker on top, I don't know why. But yeah, this is the last one out of all the Family Guy Pops that came out, and I've got all 4. And this is older Stewie from the older episodes of Family Guy. You know, he had some episodes when he was donning this attire, going around, cat shaking the tripod, shooting stuff in the little spaceship. You don't really see that these days. Now this is a really cool design. This is the Black Lantern Reverse Flash, a Hot Topic exclusive, and the reason why I got this is because I thought he looked great. You know, kind of like a zombie, and also some great decals on his face, and it's really different, and I like things that are really different than the norm. More Star Wars! First Order Stormtrooper. What can I say? It's like a Stormtrooper, but it's modern and sleek. What if Google designed Stormtrooper helmets? Well, this is what you get. Pac-Man from Pac-Man. This was a pretty cool line. I only have one Ghost, and I have Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man. It's just one of those nostalgic gaming things. See, told you, there's Ms. Pac-Man. They go well together, so whenever they are displayed, they should definitely go hand in hand. Here's one of the other Jack Skellingtons I told you about when Toys R Us kept messing up my order and they kept sending me Jack Skellingtons. Well, here's the second one. So yeah, I got two of these guys. We are coming up on some of the last few pops. So here's Charlie Brown from the Peanuts line. And these kicked around in Walgreens for quite a while. In fact, they were even on clearance at some point. So if you missed them, maybe you got an opportunity to go back and snag these up for a very low price. But yeah, this is just like Snoopy and Woodstock. Of all the Peanuts that I thought that would be appropriate to get, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Here's another one of those kamikaze exclusives that you could get at Hot Topic. Superhero Stan Lee is the only Stan Lee pop that I have, and considering all the Marvel stuff that I have, you know, you gotta have the guy who's responsible for a lot of that stuff. So Stan Lee likes to insert himself in these pop varieties every now and then, and this one wasn't too hard to get, and I'm glad I got him. Last and certainly not least, we got this guy. We got Duck Dodgers 2016 convention exclusive. This was exclusive to Box Lunch, and they didn't even have a lot of these. They only had a few. There were a bunch of people in line. They were all getting this Duck Dodgers, and I managed to snag the very last one. And this is one of my treasured pops just for that ordeal. So with that, the SD card is about to run out of space. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is every boxed Funko Pop that I have. You have seen it through 6 parts of this little mini series. So if you watched all 6 parts, thank you so much for watching those. Thank you so much for watching any other videos that I have in the past, in the present, and in the future. And if you want to see more stuff like this, be sure to subscribe. 10 seconds left, so thank you for watching again. Until next time, I'm Jeremy, and I will talk to you later.